Hi, let's solve the second question from today's bi-weekly contest, that is apply operations to make string empty. So in this question, you are given a string S and you need to perform the following operation until S becomes empty, correct? And for every alphabet character from A to Z, remove the first occurrence of that character in S if it exists, and then return the value of S right before applying the last operation. Okay, so what do you have to do? What is the operation? The operation is you have to go throughout the string and you have to remove the first occurrence of that character in S, right? From all the characters from A to Z. Then performing this operation before applying the last operation. So when you'll apply the last operation, your string will become empty, correct? So right before that last operation, you have to return what will be the status of your string S. First, let's understand what the operation is. So operation basically is all the characters from A to Z, right? Their first occurrence you have to remove. Okay, so here A is occurring first, so remove this. Now A has already occurred, correct? So include it. B occurring first, we will not consider. C appearing first, do not consider. B is appearing again, okay, consider it. Consider the next B, consider the next C and A. So all these A, B and C that I crossed here are the first occurrences of A, B, C. See, in this string, we only have characters A, B, and C appearing with these frequency, right? A appears 3 times, B appears 3 times, C appears 2 times. All you have to do is decrement their frequencies by 1, 1, 1. So you will be having A as 2, B as 2, C as 1, and in the same order as they appear, right? After removing the first occurrence, then you have to take all these characters inside of your string. So here you can see your string has become A, B, B, C, A. So this is one operation. Remove the first occurrence. Then this is after performing first operation. Correct. Now let us perform the second operation on this. Second operation again. From all the characters A to Z, remove the first occurrence. Again, A is appearing here first time. Do not include it in your answer string. Right. B, do not include. Now B has already appeared, right? So I can include this B here. C, do not include because this is the first occurrence of this letter C. Then A, all has already appeared, included. Now this is the second, after performing the second operation, this is the string that is obtained. Now if you perform third operation on it, if you perform third operation, your string will now become empty because B is appearing first time, do not include. A is appearing first time, do not include. So you are left with an empty string. So in the question, it's mentioned you have to return the string S right before applying the last operation. So before applying the last operation, this was the third last operation. This was your status of your string. So you have to return BA in this case, correct? Similarly, if we check for the second string, that is ABCD, right? So S is ABCD. Now A is appearing first time, don't include it. B is appearing first time, do not include it, correct? C is appearing first time, don't include it. D, no. So empty string. So this was the, so you couldn't even get to apply any operation. After only one operation, the string will become empty. So you have to return this string only. That is, in this case, your answer will be ABCD. So now I hope the question is clear to you, what we are doing, what is the operation and what we have to return. Right. Now let's go about how to solve this question, right? Now you might think, right, with your intuition that it's all right. We are just given a string and then we are, we have to get the previous state just before the last operation. So what we can do is we can take the second largest, right, second largest element out of all the frequencies, right? And after removing the second largest element, so here it is 2, right? So we'll do 3 minus 2, 3 minus 2, and we'll be left with B with 1, A with 1, and following the same sequence, we'll get BA, right? That's correct. But the problem will be that when you will be given a string, like let's say there was one more A, right? If there was one more A, then it would have appeared like this. So we can perform a third operation without string being empty. Okay, let's say A it was, right? Okay, so here we'll have 3 A's, correct? So here we'll have 3 A's again. Now So you will remove B, A from here, and you will be left with AA. One more operation you can perform. What is that? A. So here you can see the frequency of A is 5, right? So if you do 5 minus 2, you will be left with A as 2. So, but, but you have to get A as your answer, not AA, correct? So second largest doesn't make any sense here. That means you have to take the largest frequency and you have to do minus 1. Okay. Then what will happen? Remove that frequency from all of these characters, right? So you will be left with A1, correct? And with the same sequence here, when the string was this, right? Then we had the same frequency for AB. So in that case, you would have gotten B. But for this case, when I have taken this particular string, I am getting A as an answer. So which is correct. So now I hope you have understood it, that we have to basically take the frequencies first, right? After taking the frequency, calculate which is the largest frequency. After you get the largest frequency, just do L minus 1 from all the frequencies that you have. After that, what will happen? C will be becoming negative, B will be becoming negative, and A here, for this string I'm talking about, it will be equal to 1. Okay. So now, which is obviously greater than 0. So what now you will do? You will iterate the string in backward direction. And backward direction is only to preserve the order, because you already know if you go like this, right? For this string, let's talk about. Let me write it here. So the first case is A, B, C, A, B, C, B, B, A, right? And is there a C? Okay, this is C, A. So this is the original string we had, right? And so I am saying take a map, right? Or frequency array and store these frequencies. So you get A as 3, B as 3, and C as 2. Now what you do, you take the largest out of them. So the largest you can see is 3. Now iterate in this map again and just do minus 2, that is largest minus 1 from all these frequencies. So you will get A as 1, B as 1, and C will be now minus 1, right? So all the frequencies which are not greater than 0, obviously we don't have to consider them. We have to consider all the frequencies which are greater than 1. So if you just go and simply iterate in this map, you will be getting string as AB, which is wrong answer, because you have to return the last state and that should be in sequence. So to preserve that sequence, what you have to do is iterate in backward direction. So what that does is it preserves for us, because preserves the order for us, because from the start, right, we are removing the first occurrence, right? So if we iterate from the last, then definitely we know we would have removed the first occurrence. But if we traverse from the backwards, right, we will be preserving the order. So after taking the string from backward direction, right, see, now for A, I know it is 1, correct? So include it inside of the string. So I'll include it, let's say answer string, I include A. Then reduce it, right? Now it is 0. Then when you'll come to C, obviously it's negative, you'll not include it. Then come to B. Now B is 1, right? So include it and make it 0. Then keep iterating, it is 0. Now all the frequencies are, none of them are greater than 0. That means we are done. So this is my answer. If you reverse it, you get BA. So now you can definitely see that the order is preserved. So to preserve the order, traverse the string in backward direction and just simply iterate in this map, modified map, after you take out the largest minus 1 frequencies from all the characters that you have, correct? And then simply take them in answer by reversing the string in backward direction. And because you were traversing backward, you have to reverse this answer string and you'll get your answer. So that is it. That is all about this question. Let us go ahead and look at the code. So here I've taken the frequency array. Simply make the frequency array first. So I'm making the frequency array, right? I have created this first, this. Then what I'm doing is I am taking, see, my first wrong submission was because I was first thinking of second largest, but that is wrong, right? So I had taken second largest, but you don't have to take it, because you have to remove L minus 1. And I already showed you why we have to do it, right? Because in this particular string, right, your answer should be A and not AA, correct? All right. So after that, after you take the largest, So you calculate the largest frequency, then you remove this largest minus one frequency from all the frequencies that you have inside of your array. Then simply take the answer string and iterate the string in backwards direction. Why? To preserve order. Then simply check if the frequency is greater than 0. Only then we can include, right? So include it and also decrement the frequency by 1. And after that, simply reverse the string and you will get your answer. So that is it. And if we talk about the time and space complexity, so the space complexity is constant because it's only 26 characters that you're storing, right? Then if we talk about time complexity, obviously you are traversing side of the string, right? So there is one traversal. Then these are constant traversal because they are only iterating up to 26 times, right? So here we are iterating n number of time, n being the size of the string. And here also again we are traversing n times, and reversing will also take n number of operations. So in total it's big O of n. So time complexity is big O of n and space complexity is constant. So that is it.